Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to our quiz master, Mr. Meksham Shirodkar, for conducting an exciting quiz. And now I request our General Manager, Investor Education, Mr. Kunj Bansal, to please come up on stage for the welcome address.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this prize distribution ceremony of NFLQ and Aryatra. It is our privilege to have SEBI Chairman Shri T.K. Pandey amongst us today to give away the prizes. Also present here are Shri Shashi Krishnan, Director NISM, and Mrs. Yogita Jadhav, Registrar NISM. We have SEBI team led by Mrs. Deepti Agrawal, CGM, present here amongst us. We also have various MII representatives who for last 2 days have been explaining the nuances and the workings of MIIs to students very keenly. Amongst us, we also have today present Aryatra competition winners. We will of course tell you details about the Aryatra competition. And of course, my own team from NISM who have been consistently behind this activity for last almost 6 months with support of SEBI team. I welcome all of you to NISM and to this event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please can I request our Director NISM, Mr. Shashi Krishnan, to please come up on stage.
There are two things I need to do. First of all, I need to thank everybody who participated in this NFLQ right through the 6 regional rounds that we had and this grand finale that we had today. And I think it was extremely exciting, especially the tiebreaker we had in the undergraduate round. So thank you so much, students, faculty, for participating in such large numbers. I think the scale of NFLQ really, we upped it this year. We had almost, 230,000 students participating. So I think we really intend to move up that scale as we go in over the next couple of years. The second thing is, let me thank everybody who was part of organizing this NFLQ. I think we need to give a big hand to Meksham, because I think his energy and the kind of stamina he had, really stand out. I had only one complaint about Sham, and that is for the finals, he decided to wear a tie, right? And I did tell him that, when we're talking to the younger generation, I think, ties are something we should shed. But anyway, he still chose to wear a tie today, and thank you so much, Sham and your team, for the wonderful job that you have done. And I think we must also thank our own internal teams, especially Kunj and Rashmeet, who have done such a wonderful job. I think Rashmeet was there in every single venue, and she was there for 3 days, I presume, day and night working on this. And she and her team has done an extremely good job. And of course, our event managers, who did a wonderful job, especially organizing breakfast and lunch in all those venues, at 8 o'clock in the morning, when people came to give in their exam, proctored examination. So I think the entire NISM team did an extremely good job. Thank you so much to the officers and team from SEBI also for participating and helping us out in this entire issue. The second thing that I needed to do is just tell all of you in the audience that we at NISM do a lot more than merely the NFLQ for investor education. And there are a large number of initiatives that we take, and I just thought I should leave that with you because this is something that all of you can take advantage of and take it back to your universities, take it back to your colleges, and get a lot more involvement. First of all, we do a lot of long-term courses, but I think where we do expect a lot of young India could benefit from is from our certification courses, where we do something like 28 certification courses, and all of that will prepare you for, for careers in the securities market. But we do a lot of e-learning courses, a lot of MDPs, and especially for the faculties, we do a lot of FDPs. So there's a lot more that NISM has to offer to all of you, And we do hope that at some point of time, all of you will sort of make use of, the outreach that we have out here. And in the first 6 months of this year, we at NISM, I believe, have directly touched close to around 10 lakh people right across this country. And if you look at it indirectly, we would have touched something like around 48, 49 lakh people. So our job is, I think, in public interest to fulfill the mandate that SEBI has left with us to build capacity for the securities market ecosystem. So please do take advantage of that. And I think lastly, I have the pleasure of welcoming our chief guest for today. And Mr. Pandey, who is there with us today, is a distinguished Indian Administrative Service officer from the 1987 Orissa batch. And he assumed charge of the Securities and Exchange Board in March 2025. And I think throughout his illustrious career, he's had several very, very critical roles in the government. And obviously, as Finance Secretary and as Revenue Secretary, he has played a very, very important role and literally was the architect of the new GST reforms that all of us are seeing today. And if you actually need to thank somebody for the GST bonanza that we've had over the last couple of months, then I think we must thank Mr. Pandey for that. But I think more notably, I think he has been the longest serving secretary in the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, that is DPAM. And some of those landmark government initiatives, including the privatization of Air India and the successful public offering of the Life Insurance Corporation, are all attributed to him. But I think more importantly, what I would think Mr. Pandey would be talking to all of us today is the kind of vision that he has for spreading financial literacy in India today. And I think we are at a very, very crucial juncture where, especially with it being so easy to access the capital markets and digitization, making it so very easy for us not only to transact but to also access information, it also brings with it a lot of risk, and therefore financial literacy becomes extremely important. And as chairman of both NISM and SEBI, Mr. Pandey, every forum has been telling us that we really need to get back and get saturation level penetration as far as financial literacy is concerned. And I'm sure he will share his views with us today, and all of us will have something to take home, and maybe use that something that we take home to teach somebody in our family, somebody in our neighborhood, a little bit that will make them a little bit more financially literate. So may I please invite Mr. Pandey to stage to sort of give us the keynote address, and after that to sort of distribute the prizes for the NFLQ.
Mr. Krishnan, Director, NISM, Yogita, Registrar of NISM, Deepthi. These are two ladies who are, brain power and, manpower, both on very, very capable of very, very active work. Distinguished dignitaries, faculty members, and my young friends. It's a pleasure to be here today at the National Financial Literacy Quiz 2025, a celebration of curiosity, learning, and awareness. My heartiest congratulations to all participants and winners of the National Literacy Quiz and SEBI Aryatra Contest 2025. You represent the spirit of an India that is confident, aspirational, and ready to make informed choices about its future. And I was lucky to be here while you had a rapid fire round here, and it was so very interesting to see young minds getting into the nitty-gritty of financial education. In today's world, financial literacy is not an optional skill, it's a life skill. Whether you are planning your education, starting your first job, saving for a dream, or even managing a monthly budget, every decision involves finance. The choices you make today will shape you tomorrow. Wise financial decisions empower. Unwise ones can limit your response and possibilities. Every young Indian must understand what their savings and incomes can achieve. You must know how to protect your hard-earned money from fraud, mis-selling, and avoidable mistakes. You must be able to balance aspirations with prudence, to dream big, but also plan wisely. At SEBI and NISM, we believe that the journey toward a strong financial future of our nation begins with its youth. Strengthening the foundation of financial literacy is at the heart of our mission. The National Financial Literacy Quiz is one of the such initiatives, many initiatives aimed at bolstering financial literacy and securities market knowledge among the students. I'm told this year over 2 lakh students have participated in this quiz. As compared to previous year, the multifold growth in participation in the quiz reflects the growing interest among young Indians to understand finance and participate meaningfully in our capital markets. Alongside, SEBI's Aryatra Creative Expression Contest, which was conceived first time to have crowdsourced creativity around finance, using the media, which is so very well, the media like Instagram, YouTube, and other media, social media, which is so very current. And this was conducted in 13 languages across the country, and 26 states and union territories. We have got, participation from 26 states and union territories. It invited individuals to use their creativity to spread investor awareness. The quality and originality of submissions through short videos and static posts reflect not only immense talent, but also a sense of responsibility toward spreading financial knowledge. NISM, in collaboration with SEBI, is leading several initiatives to deepen financial education. These include SEBI Investor Awareness Test, a free online exam designed to help individuals assess their understanding of basic financial concepts. Second, workshops in partnership with more than 500 colleges and universities for students and teachers. And nationwide campaigns such as World Investor Week, which engage citizens through creative, practical, and inclusive awareness drives. With the collective efforts of SEBI, NISM, market infrastructure institutions, industry bodies, and other stakeholders, investor participation in India has risen sharply, from less than 4 crore unique individuals in FY19 to over 13.5 crore today. In this backdrop of rising investor participation, the recently conducted Investor Survey 2025 reveals that while 63% of the households are aware of the securities market products, only 9.5% actually invest. This gap between awareness and participation reminds us that there is no room for complacency and a lot more needs to be done. The survey finds that nearly 80% of households exhibit low risk tolerance, while only about 5 to 6% demonstrate a high appetite for risk. This underscores that even as we strive to broaden investor participation, it's equally important to ensure that investors are aware and capable of understanding the risks associated with different financial products, not merely their potential returns. As we look ahead, we need to make financial literacy foundational and continuous. It must be woven into the fabric of our education system, not as an optional subject, but as a core life skill. Students should learn about budgeting, saving, investing, and understand financial products like equity, debt, and mutual funds as early as possible. This calls for stronger integration of financial education into school and college curricula, supported by teacher training and interactive learning among students through modules. At the same time, we must ensure that these financial concepts are simple and accessible. The complexity of financial product often creates hesitation among new investors. Therefore, awareness efforts must be delivered through relatable examples and in regional languages. Use of digital tools, simulators, and real-life case studies can make financial learning both engaging and practical. Lastly, our approach must be inclusive and equitable. Financial awareness should reach not only urban centers, but also smaller towns and rural areas. It must empower women, first-generation investors, and all those who have so far remained on the margins of formal financial system. Only then can we build a truly inclusive and financially resilient India. To all the students here, you are the future of India's financial landscape. As India's economy grows and technologies like AI, blockchain, and fintech reshape finance, your understanding and participation will define the direction of that growth. When you return to your campuses and communities, I urge you to become ambassadors of financial literacy. Share what you have learned with your peers, families, and neighborhoods. Every conversation you start about saving, investing, or financial safety creates ripples that strengthen the fabric of an aware and resilient India. With the enthusiasm, creativity, and commitment that I see in this room, I have no doubt that India's financial future is in capable hands. Thank you, and my best wishes to all of you for a bright, confident, and financially empowered future. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for that insightful address. Now, please may I call upon my colleague Komal to come up for the Aryatra contest. She'll explain the details to you.
Thank you, Rasmeet. Good afternoon, everyone. Since morning, the exciting rounds of quiz are going on the stage, and I can sense the winners are actually eagerly waiting to receive the prizes from our Honorable Chairman, SEBI, and Director, NISM. But that's not all. To add to this excitement, we also have winners of another contest jointly run by SEBI and NISM, SEBI Aryatra Contest 2025. Let's have a big round of applause for them. Not long ago, in order to further strengthen our consistent efforts towards investor awareness and education, we had a meeting with Chairman Sir, and he suggested to come up with a campaign in the form of a contest, which is SEBI Aryatra Contest 2025. Through this contest, we aim to initiate the dialogue among investors on investor awareness and education and seek their creative ideas and their vision on three important themes which are being focused upon by SEBI these days, which is invest responsibly, prosper wisely, bust the scam, and investor-friendly initiatives to empower investors. As Sir mentioned, with an aim to engage public, the contest was run in two categories, short video and static post, in 13 languages, and on social media platforms like Instagram, X, which is formerly Twitter, and YouTube. With the collaborative efforts of SEBI, NISM, exchanges, depositories, and AMFI, under the guidance of ED Shri Sunil Kadamji, we saw the participation of more than 1,300 participants from 26 states and UTs, especially from smaller cities of India. These entries were judged by the panels comprising of SEBI officials, representatives from exchanges, depositories, and AMFI, and on 4 parameters, which was relevance to the theme, appropriateness, creativity, and appeal. With this, let's have a look at a few of the entries which have been received under SEBI Aryatra contest.
Investing without knowledge is like cooking without understanding. It leads to disappointment and it burns. Invest responsibly, prosper wisely.
Can we have the next entry, please?
सुनो ये देखो।
वाह, ये हुई ना बात।
है पापा, सच में सबसे पहले मैं तो गोल्ड सेट लूंगी
और मैं स्पोर्ट्स बाइक।
ये चल क्या रहा है आप लोगों का?
व्हाट्सएप चेक कर अपना।
अच्छा,
मोदी जी ने स्पेशल हमारे लिए वीडियो बना के भेजा है।
अरे ये तो हाँ, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात हुई है, पर ये इन्वेस्टमेंट तो
10 गुना फायदा देगी। अब ये बात मोदी जी ने इस वीडियो में बताई है।
अरे मोदी जी ये इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए वीडियो क्यों बनाएंगे? ये स्कैम है। वीडियो में मोदी जी की आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, साक्षात मोदी जी खड़े हैं और बोल रहे हैं इन्वेस्टमेंट करो, और तू बोल रही है कि मोदी जी है ही नहीं, स्कैम है, नकली है वीडियो।
मम्मी ये जल रही है आपके गोल्ड सेट से और मेरी स्पोर्ट्स बाइक से। पापा आप इन्वेस्ट करो, मेरी परमिशन है आपको। ये लो।
हाँ हाँ, आप करो इन्वेस्ट।
अभी करता हूँ।
मम्मा पापा ये डीप फेक वीडियो है, एआई से बनाया हुआ। आए दिन सुनते रहते हैं किसी ना किसी के साथ स्कैम हो गया, और अब खुद इस स्कैम का हिस्सा बनने जा रहे हो। इसलिए सेबी कहता है कि इन्वेस्टमेंट सिर्फ रजिस्टर्ड और सिक्योर ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म से ही करें।
स्कैम, नकली,
डीप फेक। चलो हमारी बेटी की पढ़ाई का कुछ तो फायदा दिखाई दे रहा है। दो मेरा फोन।
की तुमच्याकडे काही पैसे आहेत जे तुम्हाला इन्व्हेस्ट करायचे आहेत. आता या जमिनीवर नक्की कशाची शेती करायची? ज्या प्रकारे आंतरपीक पद्धतीच्या शेतीमध्ये 2पेक्षा अधिक पिके घेतली जातात, त्याचप्रमाणे गुंतवणुकीतही आपण एकाच असेट क्लासमध्ये पैसे टाकण्यापेक्षा 3 ते 4 प्रकारच्या असेट क्लासेसमध्ये पैसे टाकले पाहिजेत, जेणेकरून आपली जोखीम ही कमी होते. यालाच आपण डायव्हर्सिफिकेशन असे म्हणतो. डायव्हर्सिफिकेशन म्हणजेच आपण स्टॉक्स, गोल्ड, बॉन्ड्स, डेट किंवा कमोडिटीज अशा वेगवेगळ्या असेट क्लासेसमध्ये आपले पैसे गुंतवत असतो. एकदा रोपांची लागवड केली की वारंवार त्यांची देखभाल करावी लागते, त्यांना खत पाणी घालावं लागतं. त्याचप्रमाणे आपल्याला आपली इन्व्हेस्टमेंटही काही कालांतराने मॉनिटर करावी लागते. आपल्याला पाहिजे असलेले उद्दिष्ट साध्य होते आहे का हे आपल्याला वारंवार तपासावे लागते. जेव्हा आपण गुंतवणूक केल्यानंतर संयमाने आपले पैसे वाढण्याची वाट पाहत असतो, तेव्हा आपल्याला सगळ्यात मोठा फायदा मिळतो, तो म्हणजे चक्रवाढीचा. याला आपण सोप्या भाषेत कमाईवर कमाई होणे असंही म्हणू शकतो. कुठे गुंतवणूक करायची हा संपूर्णपणे आपला स्वतःचा निर्णय असावा. त्यावर आपलं स्वतःचं संशोधन केलेलं असावं. कुणाच्याही टिप्सवरून किंवा कुणाच्याही सल्ल्यावरून गुंतवणूक करणे हे चुकीचे आहे. याला आपण असं समजूयात की तुमच्याकडे काही पैसे आहेत.
The next entry, please.
ਵਧੀਆ ਰਿਟਰਨ ਦਾ ਵਾਅਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਪਰ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਰੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਡਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਪਿਛਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਰਸੀਦ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਤੇ ਉਸਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੈਬ ਸ਼ੂਟਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੋੜਨ ਦੀ ਧਮਕੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ। ਤਣਾਅ ਕਿਉਂ ਲੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ? ਮੁਨਾਫਾ ਲੈਣ ਲਈ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਸਮਿਕ ਲੜਾਈ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਤੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਸੇਬੀ ਸਕੋਰਸ। ਸੇਬੀ ਸਕੋਰਸ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਸੇਬੀ ਕੰਪਲੇਂਟਸ ਰਿਡਰੈਸ ਸਿਸਟਮ, ਸਿਕਿਉਰਿਟੀਜ਼ ਐਂਡ ਐਕਸਚੇਂਜ ਬੋਰਡ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ। ਜੇਕਰ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਰੈਗੂਲੇਟਡ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਰਿਟਰਨ ਦੇਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੇਰੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਫੰਡਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੜਬੜ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਇਤ ਦਰਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਜਿਹਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸੁਰੱਖਿਅਤ ਅਤੇ ਠੀਕ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਇਤ ਦਰਜ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ। ਬਿਲਕੁਲ, ਇਹ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇਰਾ ਮਸਲਾ ਹੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕਿਸੇ ਥੈਨੋਸ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ। ਜਾ ਸੇਬੀ ਸਕੋਰਸ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਮੁਨਾਫਾ ਲੈ। ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਇਤ ਦਰਜ ਕਰਵਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣੇ ਸੇਬੀ ਸਕੋਰਸ ਤੇ ਜਾਓ।
नमस्कार, माझं नाव प्रज्ञा.
So this was a glimpse of what creative minds of India have put together in different versions. Their understanding on investor awareness and education. With this, I would like to call upon Rasmeet to announce the awards for National Financial Literacy Quiz.
Thank you, Komal. So now to the much awaited part. Please can I request our chief guest for today, Shri Tuhin Kanta Pandey, Chairman SEBI, and Ms. Shri Shashi Krishnan, Director NISM, to please come up on stage for prize distribution ceremony. Thank you. So we announce first the undergraduate cohort. The second runner-up, as you all are aware, it's Indian Institute of Management, Indore, IIM Indore, Madhav Goyal and Aryan Jain. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I think तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट ऐसी होनी चाहिए जो भी efforts इन्होंने put in किए हैं, they deserve that. They're also taking 1 lakh rupees as a cash prize for securing second prize in English. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. So now, since the times to say Alvida has come, so before we say Alvida, I would say, can I please request all of you to please rise for national anthem?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे